Adrian Broner recently came on to Cam's podcast, and he was kind of acting a fool on there because they were trying to talk about some sports, but then, you know, Adrian Broner just started doing the clown shit, and eventually Cam was like, all right, man, you know, you're hitting on our co-host. You got to bounce. So we're going to play the clip. We're going to watch it. Y'all let me know if Cam was off base for getting Adrian Broner out of there. Was Adrian Broner just, you know, trying to be humorous, bring some excitement to the show? Did Cam overreact? Y'all let me know once we watch this clip. Shout out to Stan's faces. Boy, Stan be like, what? Let me pull this up. So it's kind of long because it's gonna get to the point. It's like a build up, but I'm starting from right here.
My first time seeing you, got the Free Floyd Mayweather shirt on. You was coming out dancing. Not only dancing, you was fucking niggas up. And
for sure.
And a lot of people, what I really liked about you is that you know how to talk. A lot of people can talk, but they can't fight. A lot of people can fight, but they can't talk. I love the slogan, the can man. I like when them niggas used to get mad when you used to do your interviews after the fight and they be like, don't say this. Nigga, we on cable. What the fuck you mean don't say this? We gonna say what the fuck we want to say.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because it's cable.
Exactly.
We can say what the fuck we want to say. It's just like the show. We can say what the fuck we want to say.
Exactly, 100%. So when I see you taking off some time.
I'm mesmerized by style.
This nigga here, bro.
I did not know you looked that good in person.
Thank you. What the wrong thing. Like, I don't know how to take that.
Now you like, gassing it?
No. It's just like if somebody tells you that you look better in person than on camera, then it's like, damn, do I look bad on camera? Like you would think that about yourself too.
No, but you look so good in person.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, what do you think about the welterweight?
You like that singer.
So this is like the first one. So it was like kind of funny at first, everybody chuckling. But see Cam, he's trying to get back to the regular conversation. He tried to be somewhat professional. So Cam like, all right, man, what about the welterweight? So I'm going to keep playing.
What's the singer name, baby?
Man, hey, you look like that singer, and you know who I'm talking.
Goddamn, does Mace got veneers or something? Motherfucker teeth white as fuck, ain't they?
He always had like veneers or something.
God damn.
Even in the beginning, like his teeth was white. He looked like that singer.
Mace looked like he brushed his teeth like 20 times a day. Time he look at food, that motherfucker pull it out of toothbrush. Right. Shout out to Mace, man. Mace must got a killer regimen.
I'm pretty sure you heard it before.
If you're gonna say Coco Jones,
yes,
then I've been told that a lot.
Yeah,
Coco Jones.
You look dead on her.
Hey, the welterweight division.
Yeah.
What do you think about it right now?
What you wasted that?
I'm not gonna say my weight on camera.
Yeah, that's like crazy.
I'm not gonna answer that. No, I'm the way I'm supposed to be. But the welterweight division,
right? Stat. I love you. What a guy. I'm sorry.
I think this is pretty much explanatory.
The welterweight division though is
it's gonna get there. It's gonna build.
Everybody moving.
I'm gonna skip over some of it.
If that's Arabia, I'm Saudi.
I've never heard that before. I've never heard that.
This nigga got balls. This nigga got balls. I'm sorry.
That's new.
Yeah, she's smiling off that. That's balls right there, though.
Makes look like he just like, all right, man, goddamn.
That was like the fakest rap that Cam did,
bro.
Well, make sure y'all check out Arabia's page. You heard it from AB. He's Saudi, but we got to get into the football.
Hello.
So we're gonna start with the
Cincinnati Bengal fan too. So you got it first.
I can't talk. I mean, all right, you told me to stop. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to ask you to go, my nigga. We have to ask you to go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. But I love you, my nigga.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you. But I'm gonna pay you for your time. But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
Nah, I told you niggas boyfriends in here.
Why can't paying him out like he about to buy from the weed man? My man had like bands and shit. Cam had a whole bag and so he could have carried the money in.
Okay,
Shout out to Cam. That was funny.
Yeah. He got a full-on money, a designer money bag.
Yeah. He pulled that shit out and pulled out some stacks. He about to pay him like.
Oh shit, my bad, bro. My bad.
Nah. But I appreciate your time.
It's me.
Well, if you want to wait for us outside, you could, but I'm not going to sit and not value your time neither.
That's why I
love you, like, let me get this mother lover the fuck out of here real quick.
Thank you. You want to wait for me? You could, but I appreciate it, bro. You gotta jump out. Yeah, no problem.
He's like, get this motherfucker out of here.
Look at Mace.
It's like, damn.
Yeah. So let me say this first. The answer is no. He was not in the wrong. Look, one, you pay that nigga straight up in cash. That's number one. Two, he still paid him for his time even when he came. And three, I ain't gonna lie, it was screaming stranger danger and non-focused to what we fucking asked you to come on the platform for. We came and talked about boxing and some sports, and you over here trying to fantasize and visualize this whole thing. Look, fantasize and visualize when you get outside and you go back to your everyday life. Not when we on set. And I think that's just the calling card right there. So he did the right job. He did the right thing because he over here wasting time.
Okay. Right. I think he handled it like professionally. I mean, I know we had to like skip like, a couple of like, like scenes. So I did kind of like wanted to kind of see like, okay, like the first time, like when he was like, all right, man, like I need you to chill, just to kind of see like how his demeanor were, if he kind of said that, but like with a smile, just been like, a little bit like, shut down a little bit. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I know it's like kind of like one of the hardest things to do because like you bring somebody, you have a high regard, respect for them, so you bring them to the show, and then this dude clowning around. It's like, damn, man, like okay, like now I gotta tell you a bounce, homie. But at least like he did pay him for his time, pay him for what it's worth or whatever. I don't know, like if he paid him like in full, but if he did, hey, shouts to him, like he handled it like a G, like how he's supposed to. And he didn't react and disrespect the dude.
Yeah, because the segment I could have, because it was like kind of all blended in, but like Cam kind of told him, he was just like, hey man, her boyfriend's here and stuff. Come on, man, let's get back to the show. I told you how it was. So if I could find it, I'll try to pull it up. But yeah, he told him nicely. It was like very professional. Like, come on, man, like get back to it. She got a boyfriend. But he just kept on doing the awkward shit. So that's why I think eventually Cam was just like, all right, man, you know what? We already told you we can't, keep having you do that. What was you about to say, Stan?
He's pathetic. Not Cam, the guest. He's pathetic. I know he's a legend, but dude, that's pathetic. He's a boxer. He did like some work. That's why he's there. He's a sport legend. But
he did all right. But he's nothing but a box of rocks.
Yes, but it's pathetic. I agree with you, Wally. It's just pathetic because you come there drunk. You know that this is one of the top podcasts, especially in sports. They outbeat ESPN and a couple other broadcasts, and you come in there drunk and unprofessional. And like, just because you see a woman doesn't mean you need to hit on her. Like every woman you see, you gotta play it cool. You don't need to be that aggressive. And if somebody told you ease up, she has a boyfriend that was in the studio. Like, yo, have some self-respect for yourself. And Mace was trying to like go to the other woman that was doing the football, like trying to go to her, but he just kept on going. And it's like, yo, like what you doing? Like you need to get your life together. Like it's falling apart. And every time you on the news, it's not looking good. So you got to grow up.
Yep.
And it's why
Yeah,
you can't bring a dumb FC anywhere you go. Sorry.
yeah, he's getting to the point now, man, where because he fucked up a lot of business relationships. I remember when I think Jay-Z and him was going to sign him, he started talking all about it, lost that deal, and then end up blowing a lot of money. Then now, if he's doing this on, I know Cam and them like him and stuff, so they probably pulled him on, to get his perspective on different like sports and stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's like he's burning all these bridges because now he, kind of like what Stan was saying. This is like, man, you look like an idiot. Like you don't know how to be professional. And him and Mace, they're trying to run like Stan said, they got the bag and they're trying to be professional. And here he comes with the clown shit. So making it all awkward and stuff.
But one thing I do want to add though, right? The only one mistake I would say on Cameron's part was it's Adrian Broner. You should have known, hey, you know what? Hey, Nisa, just step out, be in the other room. Let us boys be here. Because at this point, if it's me and I know who Adrian Broner is, I expected that from him. I expected because that's that type of frame person. Like that's who you are. So I expected him doing that. It wasn't surprising because you just didn't know how to control yourself. So I think at this point, if Cam had that foresight, like, you know what, sweetheart, hey, step in the other room. Let us boys talk about this. Have the show. I'll bring you back when we're done with him. I think that would have been the smarter play because at that point you wouldn't waste. It would have been no waste of time because he wouldn't act like that. She was in the room.
But I think they had those discussions with him. But say even if Cam and them took that approach, it could kind of be liability because almost you're like, hey man, I got these guys that can't control themselves up here, so I gotta put y'all in a corner. Then the next thing, if they filed a lawsuit like what they say, like a unhealthy environment or something like that, unsafe. They were like, why would you bring somebody like that in your vicinity if you knew that?
Well, I wouldn't say like, I get what you're saying, right? But what I'm saying to that part is in the sense of just talking. Because it's like at the start, like, okay, it was just funny, it was kiki, whatever. But it's like after a couple of times if you switch it, if you think about it, he's just constantly being persistent about hollering at her and everything. And they're, like you said, he was literally telling them like, hey, girl got a dude, he's in here, chill. Because let's be honest, to that same point that you're saying, if Buddy was watching and he had a screen where he can see everything going down and he feels some type of way, he could have stepped right in that room and caused a situation, which means that would have been a liability right there just because of that. Ergo, which is why Cam got him out of there like, hey, all right, hey, look, bro, I get it. Whatever you got going on, whatever, boop, 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 but you got to go. I'm going to pay you for your time, but you got to go because you over here, you're doing too much right now. Because literally, we don't know chicks, dudes, and how he's moving. If he's there, why is he there? There has to be some reason he's there. Because why are you there ultimately? Unless you work there, you know what I'm saying? And however,
he was working behind the scenes.
Okay, well,
he worked behind the scenes.
Well,
there are some guys who were saying like, well, she must have liked it because she laughed. And I just want to like let people be informed. Sometimes when people are scared, they do laugh. It's a fair response. You laugh, you laugh. So there's like fear, fight, flight, and also you laugh. And she didn't feel comfortable. It was just like, okay, like this is her job, right? So she does sport broadcasting for a living. She takes her job seriously. They treat her seriously. He just said one thing, and okay, that's fine. Let's brush it off, because he's like close to 50, right? So she's like, oh, okay, this OG likes me, whatever. That's nice, but she wants to keep it going. But like for men, this is the part for all men. Like, yo, like I can't expect much from sports people. I'm sorry, that's my bad for athletes. I know I keep on making this standard for athletes, but I kept on like come back to reality. There are a lot of athletes just don't care because they used to women just throwing themselves at them. So why not this time, right? So he's just going to be one of those homeless athletes later on we might see next year begging on the streets because nobody's going to give him a chance and nobody's going to take him serious because he can't control his appetite.
But I do give Cam credit for eventually kicking him out, because like I was saying before, man, it is a liability. Because like if say like the females, good thing they were like good sport with everything, but say if that stuff would have prolonged and Cam and them like kept them in there, and say like another person comes up there and does the same shit, because you know how people sometimes they're kind of repetitive with behavior. They see Adrian Broner, they're like, oh man, I gotta be as obnoxious and over the top as he was. They came there, and then that's why I'm saying the females could be like, see, man, it's a hostile environment. Dudes be hitting on us, and then now, the people that own the studio, whoever, could get hit with those lawsuits. So the good thing was Cam cut that off. Like, hey, man, we don't tolerate that. We try to keep it professional. You got to leave. You know what I'm saying? So it set the tone for anybody else that, will watch the video and be like, okay, nah, they really trying to be professional. So I think it was good that Cam was like, hey, man, you got to roll up out of here. You can sit in the outside and hang out, but he was like, we trying to have a show. And so, that was big that he did that. Because I think a lot of times, like, guys, man, even if somebody and they cool, them people sometimes when they overstep them boundaries, they kind of play on to the friendship element and they start fucking up the business. And then, like I said, just because they're wild and reckless, they could bring lawsuits to your shit. So it's just like, nah, man, don't play that. If you built something and like with them, they getting millions and stuff, shut that shit down. So do like what Cam did, but probably even a little earlier. First time they do that shit, like, hey, man, we don't do that here, man. We buy the book. We ain't about to catch no lawsuits because you can't keep yourself in control. So it's like that first time, like, get them up out of there, man. Don't play that. Your zone either. Don't let nobody come in there, holler at your women. Don't have no drinking in there. Hell nah. Keep your shit a job. Like, if y'all want to go drink, y'all got to leave this premises and go somewhere else, because we have like a no drinking zone, no partying. Don't be hitting on nobody. Now, if y'all leave, y'all want to go hang out, y'all adults. But on this vicinity, fuck that.
Yeah,
No, I definitely agree to that, because the thing is that, their brand really ties into like a lot of things. They got sponsorships. Their brand has also been in movies too. Like even in, I think it was like in Adam Sandler's movie. I can't remember which one
Yeah, I
was
was
it.
in there.
But,
Happy Gilmore too. Yep, they was in there.
Yeah, yeah. And you gotta understand that, like, you can't like allow like one bonehead to like, mess up your brand and then throw it all away. So I do respect, like, there's like a balance between Cameron and Mace, even though I feel like Mace is more of like the chill, passive, nice guy, or whatever. But Cam is more like, all right, look, I'll be professional, but at a certain point, I'm just going to just cut it to the bridge. You know, you fucking on our brand, like, we gotta get you up out of here. Nothing personal, but our brand is way over than just like our friendship and you messing that stuff up. So those are the things that, where like in hard times, like, you really gotta draw that line, and then behind the scenes, man, you gotta let them know, like, look, man, like we don't tolerate that, and hopefully, like, what that shows is that the next people that come up there, like the next guests come up, and they see that, they're like, whoa, okay, like, I like, if I'm gonna be invited or something, I can't fuck up this stuff, because they're gonna kick me out. You know what I mean? Like, in real time or whatever they're like, where the recording like takes place at. But they're gonna definitely be up out of here.
Yeah, and also you made a name for yourself where other people are not going to hire you or bring you on to their show. Because now you have a group of women who are now inclined to watching Cam and May's show now because like you protected her, you did good, but and also to get more sponsorships. So now moving forward, they're gonna look at the guy who came in and did all that stuff like, yo, we don't want to see him anymore. So he just messed up his whole chance of like pivoting to a different career. That's why I was saying like guys got to get a hold of their appetite. You're too old. Like you're not 13. Like you had coochie before. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah. Because, like I said, man, when you have females working with you, man, you just gotta have a different environment. It's like if we ain't learned by now, it's like, man, there's enough information out here that you just can't do that, and you can't let people overstep them boundaries. And like I said, I think too many times, like when guys get around pretty females, because maybe that's the first time they've been around them like that in that vicinity, they want to start drinking at the location, and people overstep them boundaries. And then, like I said, once some shit goes sour, then everybody's like, "Oh, it was a hostile." Don't even allow that shit on there. Like when I came out there and I was at Will's thing, Will ran his shit like a professional. Will like, look, people were like, "Hey man, y'all got some drinks up here?" Will like, "I got some Avion water." Like, y'all get some of this Fiji water. He hosted his show. It was professional. He walked everybody up and down. But as soon as the show was over, he's like, "Everybody gotta bounce, man. This ain't no hangout spot. Ain't no club." And that's how you gotta be, man. You be like, man, if y'all interested, people are gonna be interested to a certain degree. But it's like y'all take that off the premises. But too many people I see when they be probably doing like podcasts, like the Tonight Show and shit, it sound like them cats was like hanging out, hooking up. It's like, nah, this ain't that place. You get up here, you spit your shit. You can go meet up at hotel rooms or something, but not here. And that's how you got to play it, man. Don't mess up your money, man, and what you built. So shout out to Cam and for shutting that shit down. The fact that my man paid him out that bag like that was hilarious. My man started counting it.
And you gotta be careful with like hooking up right after a show or like on the gig. I know there's certain jobs I joined, you can't hook up. That's a visit to HR, and like you're gonna be fired and branded in the industry. So like you do gotta be careful right now. It's just not the way it was before, and it's you just gotta move differently, and it's okay.
Yeah, if you man, if somebody like, man, you might be interested, you meet them, don't do it. Like you said, Stan, it's just like, man, think about your show, man. Cam and Mace is cashing out. Yeah, I'm glad they ain't let no idiot blow they shit up. The dude that's on self-sabotaging and self-destruction. So it's like, get his ass up out of here. Like, peace. But anybody else watching this is like, unless you just got an all dude podcast, don't bring him on there when you got some females on him. Is he a fucking moron?
I got a question for you, SJ.
Yeah, what's up?
Will athletes ever learn?
Oh man, I don't know what this like entitlement and stupidity, man. It's almost like they get such a big lump of cash where it's just in their mind, man. They just think like kind of like, I forgot who was saying it, but like, man, they think every female is gonna be throwing themselves at them because they got some groupies and stuff, but it's just like, man, everybody ain't gonna do that. You can't make the whole interview awkward, man. It's like, man, you got to grow up at a certain point, man. This is a good time for you to like showcase like your talent, because it's like, man, you can be funny when it's timely and then articulate on other points, but it's just like, man, he got weird and shit and goofy, man. So it's just like, all right, man, you of age, because I can see the grays coming in the beard. So it's like, man, you ain't in your 20s no more, man. You got to grow the fuck up, like. And fucking up people's place of business. So it's just, yeah, it's kind of selfish, because it's like, I want to see other people grow. So even if I'm coming in certain environments, it's like, man, let me step it up and make sure I present right for these people. So when people got to come there and always be the center of attention and it's corny as fuck, it's just, you could kind of see why they're in the position they are in. But yeah, I know Cam and them, they don't book that motherfucker no more. Like,